All the way right. Get ready for America's #1 funny man. Funny man. What? Hey. All the way right. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, people? It's your boy Rodney Pryor. You're tuned in the Rodney Pryor Live. I got me a pack of Skittles this morning. Let me tell you something. This is not the breakfast of champions. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right. I got up this morning, and I got to leave some. I got up, got on my Peloton. How about this? I got a Peloton, right? I have let my Peloton sit up in the living room so long without getting on it. It stopped working. I ain't never heard of no such thing. If you don't get on it, it'll just stop. I had to call the Peloton. I was like, "Oh, how you know that?" She's like, "Sir, if you don't get on it, what happens is the computer, so the clock will reset itself to some weird time, and then it cannot connect to your internet because it's not on the right time." So the long story short is I'm back on my bike. JP Justice is in the building. JP, I'm going to hit you with the link, brother. Stay right there. Incredible time this weekend, but before I get into that, I got to bring my first set of co-hosts in for the day. The only set of co-hosts that's going to be on one screen. They're sisters. They're gorgeous. I don't know which one of them get it in the most. We're going to find out today. Wait a minute. Heifer number 2. All right. Welcome to the show, The Gospel Heifer.
Oh, good morning, Rodney. Good morning, everybody. You want to sit up here and start the morning off on an intimate note.
It ain't me, Rodney. Ivy's the one that's guilty. I be getting
Look, I absolutely love you ladies, man. Thank y'all for coming back. And, Ken and I talked for a split second about not doing the show today. But I was like, the Gospel Heifer's coming on.
You know,
we gotta go. I love how y'all advertise. Y'all put y'all out like, this my babies right there. Come on in here.
We can knock this heifer out.
You know what? Anyway, don't worry about that heifer.
Don't worry about that heifer.
I was talking with the hug.
We talking about the word heifer. My mother used to use the word heifer. Oh, yeah, come here, heifer. She used to use that word all the time. Was it like that in y'all house?
That's how we came up with that term of endearment.
Yeah, our daddy called us heifers. That was his way of cussing us out without cussing us out.
Without cussing you out. Ain't that something?
Because we got on his nerve.
My mother would say the word sapsucker.
I know that term
We
too.
know that one too. Yes.
You old sapsucker.
What's some of them other words, man? We had a lot of derogatory words. Like, it wasn't nothing for my mama to call you a bastard.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, I said, "Mama, I ain't no bastard. I got a father." She said, "Okay, bastard."
Okay.
Or how about a skank?
Yeah, skank, fool.
Skank is a nice old school one.
No, skank is a bad word. Skank is
I know it's a bad word.
Skank is, you're going to have to fight somebody to call you a skank.
Well, I should have been fought her than you.
Now, I'm starting a new podcast, ladies. I'm calling it Top 10 because we did a segment. And I'll probably do a segment today about Top 10 as well. But we did a segment. It was such interesting conversation. I said, "Oh, this could be a show by itself." So my first Top 10 to debut the podcast, Top 10 fine Black female comedians.
Good.
I don't think Black women get enough credit for being great looking.
No, we don't. We don't.
Especially in comedy. So how about we showcase these ladies and, whether or not they're the funniest, we're looking at fine. So I asked my friend JP Justice, I said, JP, top 10. First of all, it's an easy 50 or 100 women on this list already.
Okay.
He goes, well, you checked on Angela Means? I said, Angela Means? So you know what? I'm going to yield. Then he said, Rita Jones. Then he said, Chocolate. All gorgeous girls.
Yes.
Well, I said, JP, are you stuck in the 90s?
I was gonna say because I know there's something like Hershey gonna be upset if she don't make the list.
Yes.
You know how she is.
Drama.
Sure,
Yeah.
Hershey is a gorgeous girl. And you know what? She wasn't on, but I got to put her on. And so I got like 50 girls, 50, 70 girls on here right now. I got to get that down to 10. I don't know if I can do it.
You can do it, Rodney. Trust
Without
me,
offending everybody.
It don't make no difference. It's your show.
It is my show. and the idea is to promote conversation. So now my question to y'all as beautiful women, is that a misogynistic idea?
Nah, we do it. I be like, girl, you know, so-and-so fine. Women do it too.
We do it. We have our list of top 5, top 10, regardless of the industry. We got a list.
Okay, stay right there. Stay right there. Candace LaToya, come on in here.
Oh, who can give you this?
Because I'm thinking that now that y'all say that, who would be y'all top 5 great-looking guys in comedy?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
In comedy. Let's
Who would
see.
be on your list?
I got a list. I'm gonna give Steve Brown a
Steve
shout.
Brown.
Steve Brown's cute.
If Steve Brown on the list, I'm should be on that motherfucker too. Okay. I'm okay. Steve Brown. No,
Steve is a
Steve
nice
Brown.
looking guy.
Well, old man, Steve Brown is a great looking guy.
Okay. Who else you want to put on that list?
Oh, you know who I'm gonna put on that list. What's that man's name, girl? He used to be on your Blackish.
Oh, Deion Cole.
Girl, Deion Cole on my list.
Deion Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. That's my fellow Chicago brother. I can't deny him. And Deion Cole, either he been working out or he got some work.
He been working out. I felt his chest up when I met him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he
Yes.
feel you back though? Let me
Now,
tell you
is
something.
that,
You touch my chest, I'm touching yours.
right.
I would love it.
Is that okay for the ladies to touch the men? How do y'all feel about that?
You can do it, but you might get fingered.
You know what? I'm not. You know, I rubbed up his arm and then I said, "Oh, okay." It was tight.
All right, give me another one. We got Deion Cole. We got Steve Brown. Steve Brown is the honorable mention already.
Okay. I'm going to give it to Godfrey.
Godfrey
is a
is
good looking
Godfrey.
man.
Godfrey is the African. That's for sure.
Godfrey. So we got 2 more. You got anybody else you want to add on the list?
Oh, no, not really. You know.
I'll give it to DL. DL's a good looking
D.L. Hughley?
Yeah.
Yeah, little though.
But he's good. We're talking about looks. We ain't talking about his height.
Are we talking about who can get it or just how they look?
All that's the same. Okay, so D.L.
Okay, so
Hughley.
she got DL. You know, he's attractive, but he is, you know.
That's another one. Tone Bell. Thank you.
Tone Bell is a great looking guy.
He's
No,
a
no,
good-looking
no
guy.
homo.
Right.
No hope.
But that is another one. Yes, he is.
Tone Bell is the first person y'all said that was actually handsome.
The rest of
Candy?
them are okay.
No,
Candy.
Plead the fifth.
Give it up, girl. Give up the list. We know you got
Oh,
one.
Roxbury said Corey Zooman Miller.
Okay, another one. See? We all got these different tastes, y'all.
Corey Zooman. D. Ray Davis. Keandra says.
Mm.
D.
Yes.
Ray Davis. Bona fide handsome dude. Somebody said Dean Edwards. Dean Edwards is a great looking guy.
Yep.
See, I got to check these men out.
Dean Edwards do the impressions. He dark skinned.
Yeah.
I like him chocolate, baby.
Now, are you guys, you 3 ladies, are y'all color struck?
I prefer more brown to the dark than high yellow.
Somebody said Mike Epps and talent.
It's all right. All right. And talent.
Talent is a legit 6'5".
Yeah.
Ooh,
I've
yeah.
seen talent. Yes, he is a very
Now,
tall brother.
yeah, that right there is nice by itself.
Somebody said Mike Epps with an exclamation point too. She meant that shit. All right,
Yeah.
joining us.
Yes, he is a very tall
Welcome
brother.
to the show.
That right there is nice by itself.
One of my favorite guests, JP Justice. I said Mike Epps with an exclamation point too. She meant that shit.
Hold on,
All right,
hold on.
turn me down. Turn me down, Mike. Turn me down.
No, it's not you. It's me. It's me. Yeah, we there?
I check 1 2 1 2. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Cosby Heffer's in the building. Candy Latoya, she said she off the record. Candy, all right, you can go. I'm gonna come back. Stop right there. JP Justice.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing a show called Top 10, JP.
Yes, sir.
My first top 10 list, first of all, let me pull up what you said.
I already heard you. You said Angela Means.
I want to make sure I quoted you right.
Yes, sir. No, and that was exactly right. I don't look at these young girls like that, man. All they are niggas with.
I would let me qualify my question. JP is sitting in his living room after just waking up. His wife is across the room, and I can see he was nervous.
No. Can I honestly tell you, bro? I don't look at them like that. I swear to God, man. You know why?
They still humans.
I get you. But I don't look at female comics like that because they'll lose their mind and think that they're privileged because they're pretty. So to me, and this is what I honestly call.
You can't look at a human being and recognize her beauty.
Listen to what I'm saying, man. To me, female comics are niggas with titties. That's how I don't even want to be bothered with if they're pretty or not.
Dog, I almost kick you so far off this show, but I like you. You're a great guy.
I just can't look at them like that, bro.
They still women.
I get you. But to me, you're in my genre. That's like looking at my sister. Ask me if my sister's good looking. I'd be like, oh,
your sister's gorgeous.
My dude, I'd be like, really? That's who you dating?
You can't say your sister is beautiful?
Really? My dude, that's who you dating?
It ain't you ain't dating. You just know she's a good looking girl.
Listen, bro. Take that to Alabama.
Oh, God. Am I tripping, audience? Keandra?
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, bro. I understand how other people look at them, but that's how I have to categorize them. Don't get me wrong. I agree. If that's how you see them, that's how you see them. But I categorize them like that so that this way I don't get into that problem.
Okay, who did you pick? Where's your?
I had to go way back.
You went back to 1901. You went to.
You say 1901?
01. Yeah, he went to. He's like, what about? I'm like, she didn't do stand up.
I mean, I got some female promoters that I was on that list.
Here is your three. Rita Jones.
Now, but also say what I said about Rita Jones.
Rita Jones is not bad looking.
I said Rita Jones grew into her older body because when she was younger, she was real thin. She was really skinny. But for some reason, age gave her some kind of.
She's thick now.
Right, some kind of settling weight. And I'm like,
that's a hormone change.
Yeah, and she looks beautiful like that.
You know what? I'm not about
to take that back. And you want something? Oh, wait. I do have one.
Hold on. He said Sunshine. You talking about Sunshine here in Atlanta?
Listen, Robbie Milan. You know Robbie Milan?
I have no idea who that is.
I'm going to show you a picture of her.
Is that a female?
Well, Robbie, if you tell me a dude named Robbie,
I know several dudes named Robbie.
And I question it.
Robbie Perron.
Oh, that's my dude. Yeah. That's my guy. Let me show you a full picture of.
Let me see Robbie.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me just put this over here so that y'all don't see my whole screen.
I know what we don't want to see.
Right.
Is your lotion-lated screen. She's a stand-up?
Yeah, she's a stand-up.
All right, she can be on the list. And how about this? Get on out of there, JP.
Hey, look.
How about this, ladies? I have to also consider if we pick too many light-skinned women.
Wait, and she's 53.
She's 53. She called.
What about Amanda Seals?
We got Amanda Seals.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what I got right now, and it's over 50. Amber James.
Yamanika.
Hold on. Amber. What you say? Are you trying to throw me under the bus? You know what? You know what, Deanna? Yeah, I've got to put her on there. Tangerine. Tanjaren.
Oh, yeah, I know Tangerine.
All right. And you know what, Yamanika? You say Yamanika, I'm going to put Yamanika on. We're going to go back and we're going to whittle the list down to 10 or 20. All right, here we go. Amber James, she goes by Comedy Bay on Instagram. Some more. Ada Rodriguez. Pretty Ricky.
Those are 3 old females.
Okay, they don't mean they're not fine.
So then what was the problem with what Angela Means?
All yours is 10 years older than them.
Angela Means and some more?
Angela Means older than some more.
All right.
You got to think, Angela Means was hot when Samora was still a Rudy Poo.
They were both in the movie Fridays, and they were both the same age.
You know what? I'm not about to do this.
What about Barbara Carlisle?
I'm about to bring on a real bad bitch. How about that? I'm about to bring on one of the baddest. Ain't nobody got green eyes like this lady. Fine. We'll drop down and get an eagle on. Welcome to the show, Miss Barbara Carlisle. Barbara, join us.
Thank you for having me.
I thought you
now,
said
Barbara, what we're talking about right now is I'm about to do a new podcast called Top 10. And so I'm gonna do top 10 Black female comedians.
Okay.
And I believe you should get an honorable mention. Who else should be on there?
Hey,
honorable mention. I should be out the first 10.
Hey, Rodney, I thought you said you was bringing on a cold one. Where's she at?
Don't do that.
Who is that? JP Justice. You know JP is a hater. Haterism is just written on costume glasses. Them ain't real glasses.
Hey, where the cold one at, Rodney? Where the cold one at? I thought you said you was bringing the cold one.
Barbara Carlisle fine as hell.
Tell them.
Oh my God.
Tell them. They don't know.
All right, let me read the list that I got so far. All right.
I said Onika.
We ain't that. I'm about to read it. Hold on. Amber James, some more. Ada Rodriguez, Pretty Ricky, Vanessa Fraction, Katrina Pope, Takeda Love, Jess Hilarious, B. Simone, Tiffany Haddish, Just Niche, Zaynab Johnson, Kamira White, Paris Sachet, Precious Hall, Brandy Denise Boyd, Lulu Gonzalez. I don't know if she black enough. Ty Davis, Gina G, Kristen Civilis, Shantae Wayans, Angela Mean.
You say all those names, and you say in the same sentence that Barbara Carlisle only deserves an honorable mention.
Hold on, Barbara. We ain't get to you yet. You're on the list.
Barbara, we got to get to that 70 and
like
older.
Once
we get to the 70 and older, Barbara, then you in there.
Hold on. Where was I at? Angela Means, Rita Jones, Chocolate.
You might as well name every Black female comic there is out there.
You know what?
And,
first of all, you got to establish a list. And you got to whittle it down, Barbara. And
okay, well,
why you got your ear up to the phone?
You should have had a big knife.
I'm not about to do this.
You got the name. You got to start with the veteran comics before you even throw in all these.
Nikita B, Onika, Ambria Allen, Yvonne Orgy, Amanda Seals, Dicey, Takara Williams, Nima Cat, Vanetta Schofield, Eva Evans. Have you seen this Eva Evans?
Yeah, I saw Eva. Yeah, I saw Eva.
That motherfucker.
No, did you see her Jamaica? Did you see her Jamaica picture? Did you see her?
I don't even want to know. I don't want to see this shit. All right.
I'm gonna look for that.
Bria Janae, Keisha E, Vaughn DeCarlo, Tyree Lane, Danny Redwine, Jasmine, Robbie Milan, and Tangerine Thomas. And Miss Barbara Carlisle, I guess.
And Miss Barbara Carlisle. You know, I'm about to go on strike.
What are you going on strike for?
I'm about to protest this whole stream yard. I'm glad it's in the yard and not on the Zoom. Because I will report you as being a virus.
Wait a minute.
Being a virus.
Wait a minute, Barbara Carla. First of all, Barbara Carla, can you turn your phone sideways?
Turn it sideways.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
See, that was the problem you had.
Now maybe you can see the light.
You can see your whole face now. That's what I'm talking about, Barbara.
Naming just names.
And we're going to put the Gospel Heavens as the only tandem on the list.
I'll tell you what. That's what
women ain't like men.
Today.
Like,
y'all don't. Where is
somebody said Corey B.
Somebody said
Zaynab Johnson is like a model.
Warfield's name. Where's
who? Hold on. Who you say? Tiffany Haddish is on there. Hold on. What'd you just say, Marsha? Who?
Warfield.
What about her?
You were naming the females, right?
Your face.
Pretty.
We got the top 5 women, and you think Marsha Warfield going in?
No, top 5. You can't name the top 5 without me being in it.
Hold on. What you? We not talking about you. You done threw Marsha Warfield in the mix.
I thought you
stuck on that one.
Comics because
No, we're not just naming comics. These are fine top 20 or 10 fine black female. See, nobody give y'all credit for being gorgeous.
Okay, but wait a minute. What I need to say is, again, I should have been the top 5. Because I got that je ne sais quoi.
What do that mean? I gotta look that up.
I don't know what it means, but it sounds good.
It sounds real good. Yeah, it sounds real Creole, Frenchy.
All right. See, here's the difference between men and women. I'm willing to. I know I don't belong on the list. Okay.
Mm-hmm. At the bottom.
I know. If you ain't already give me some, you ain't about to give me none. I know that.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's look at the men. Now here goes the men list. The men list just started. Gospel Heifer say Steve Brown. Okay, look like you agree with that.
No,
you see my finger, right?
Okay. First of all, I came on late, and that's my fault because
No, you right on time. You ain't never late.
Listen, you're naming the what?
Top and whatever fine male comics. Who is that?
Top male comics.
Eva Evans.
Is that a male?
No, that ain't no male.
That's Eva Evans.
Eva Evans. She is on the list as of right now. So you trying to do that?
Huh?
Is you trying to do that?
Trying to be on the list?
Try to do that picture.
Like that?
Recreate that picture.
You got them shorts too. I know you do.
I got them shorts, but I'd have to wear them backwards.
Wait a minute.
She said she gonna wear them backwards.
Wait, Barbara Carla, why you wearing them backwards?
So they'll fit right. The booty part would have to be my stomach.
But if you turn them backwards, that's gonna make your front look funny.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the way I'm saying.
She's trying to attract them the best way she can, Rodney. Let her work with it.
Yeah.
Barbara Carla is insane. Somebody
Okay,
said
let's go with the men. Let's go with the men. You saying the top 5 fine men?
Top whatever. We just gonna name them. Now we're gonna show you what we got already. We got Steve Brown. We got Deion Cole. We got Godfrey. We got D.L. Hughley. Tone Bell, who is the first handsome man on the list. Corey.
Deion Cole, fine. I'm sorry.
Corey Zuman Miller. D. Ray Davis, another handsome nigga. Dean Edwards, another handsome dude. Mike Epps, regular face. And talent.
Wow. Why? Because he light skinned?
He just got a regular face.
He got a great
He's a great looking guy. He more regular.
I agree with EI.
No, I'm saying he's got a great smile, a full beard and mustache, full hairline.
I'm not about to do this with you, JP.
Wait a minute.
You can't make his case. One of the ladies got to make his case.
Okay.
And that's the end.
He on the list. It don't matter. He on the list. All right. So who else belongs on the list? Not Bill Bellamy?
Bill Bellamy, okay. Bill Bellamy can make the list.
Okay, I'm confused. I'm confused. When I named Elder Comics, you were like, they old, but you just named out the
dudes can be older.
As well as women.
You just named them out.
We're not gonna do that.
Let's talk about it. Let's not move on. This is the panel. Let's not move on. I say any woman over 40 is barely hanging on this list.
Wow.
God damn, bro.
Wow.
It's just what it is.
You know what? I'm about to get off this speed.
Don't leave.
All the women hanging on. All the women over 40 up on this piece.
I speak for the women that are 60 plus, and I know I still got it going
That's
on.
a different list, though. If we go 60 plus,
Well,
it's you the only one on there, Barbara.
What mess is this?
Barbara, over 60, you the only one. Everybody else dead.
Well, you tell me
That's wrong.
AARP list. I don't care.
Look, Suzette. Suzette talking about.
For the above
Suzette talking about women can't be older. They can be older, but they ain't gonna be on the list.
Oh Lord! See, Rodney, you start a war.
I ain't trying to start no war, Barbara Carlisle.
And look who else you got on the most militant comic out there.
Who, me?
You could have had somebody on there with some kind of coup.
Now, I will say this. Now, Barbara Carlisle, you make a great point. Now, this dude right here, JP Justice, he ain't on the list. But that dude in the background on that poster, that dude is on the list. That dude right there.
Who is that? Rudy Rush?
JP.
What she say? He like Rudy Rush.
Young JP Justice is might be number one.
I do like my men a little younger though.
Somebody say Wellington.
You can't have two cougars sitting side by side naming people, first of all, because they're going to go for the young ones all the time.
I'm telling you, that's what it is.
Jaundice eye because he's married and he got to limit what he says. Now, if you want to know the truth,
look at this. Look at JP.
Yeah.
Look at young JP with the motorcycle jacket.
A lot of them had it going on. Tony Woods,
Tony Woods off. He off. He off now. Rudy Rush is actually still handsome.
Yeah, Rudy Rush.
You can't look at him though. You got to look at him out your peripheral.
Yeah.
You know what?
A lot of them you can't. A lot of them have stepped into. Get your shoes. A lot of them have stepped into them.
Hold on. Who you talking to? Who you telling to get their shoes?
Y'all come for older women, and you know you can. Y'all
Everybody freeze.
I'm
Let me
you,
hold on. Barbara Kelly, I got some man over there. Barbara, who you telling to get their shoes?
My godson, you so stupid. Do I have to bring him over?
I don't want to be on live. I don't want to be on the show when you putting people out.
Okay, well, it's my godson. If I had a man here, you think I'd be on
He's supposed to have been gone.
You think I'd be screaming?
He's supposed to be gone at 6 a.m. Well, we're going to come back and check that later.
Wow.
Y'all a mess.
Oh my God.
Rodney, I think when you talk about beauty, we can't just talk about facial features. We got to talk about the heart and how.
Nobody talking about
booty. They're not looking at heart. They're looking at booty. Booty. Because every woman they done pulled up got little waist and big old booty.
Booty and titties.
Well, hell, I'm in.
You definitely in. You know what I'm saying?
Look, we all had our date in the sun.
Them heifers got some titties. We got to
We all had our date in the sun.
And sometimes, hold on, Barbara Carlisle.
Back and forth to Brazil to continue to stay on that course, unless you are very self-conscious about your body.
Flaming roll on your list.
You get to our age.
You know what?
Did you say flaming roll?
Hold up, JP. You ain't gonna do that.
Now, flaming roll.
Why you bullshitting? Flame still look good.
You doing that? Flame got some big titties now.
No, that's the only reason why I said it, because he said tits and ass.
Nick Cannon still look good.
Nick Cannon look great.
Yeah. I never liked Nick Cannon like that.
Andy said Wellington Juku. He African.
Well, yeah, Wellington Juku.
Will Smith is not a stand-up comic. He not on the list.
Marlon Ballard.
Marlon Ballard.
Well, what about Marlon Wayans?
Marlon Wayans.
Cheers.
Marlon Wayans.
Hold on, ladies.
I'll take the older brothers up with Marlon.
You saying somebody said do we put all the Wayans in?
Not all of them.
No.
John Wayans the best looking Wayans.
Hey, no. Keenan
too skinny.
Keenan looks fit.
Keenan is 1,000 years old.
But I'm saying for
why we age shaming?
Well, we ain't got the age shit. Keenan still got it going on now.
He's still nice looking.
Have you seen Keenan lately?
No, I have not, so I will give you that. And then how the flame for wish list. Y'all Y'all don't entertain. Leave Flame alone.
Oh, okay, really?
Flame said he can go on both lists. Which one you gonna put him on?
Flame can definitely go on both lists. Okay. Barbara, you on my list, sister? See,
I don't even want to hear it, Rodney. I'm just so.
No, he said it. Victor said it. I didn't say it.
I'm glad you got this stream in the yard and not on social media, because this is bullshit.
Deanna said Marlon is funny looking. Sorry.
See, I feel the same way.
Well, Marlon, well, his headshots say different.
He does photograph well.
Yeah,
he too skinny for me though.
They got some good bone structure.
What about Kevin Hart then? What about Kevin Hart?
He too little.
Kevin Hart is cute.
He's a handsome guy.
He's a good looking guy, but
but his height throws me off. I can put him on my lap.
Kevin Hart look like the little
I can put Kevin. I met him. He's a very nice guy, but I can put him on my lap.
That kind of stuff.
Yo.
He's a shot away from being a little person.
Wow.
Kevin Hart is like the comma to the next comic.
Okay. Is Dave Chappelle on the list? Is Dave Chappelle on the good looking list?
Admit too that money.
Nah, but if you say funny as hell list, yeah, but not no good looking list.
Money will make you look at somebody in a different light.
But don't nobody give a damn about that.
Let me tell you, I'm telling you, when people are seeing sexiness in men now and handsomeness in men, it depends on how many zeros they got behind their income.
That's what we trying to have a pure list that just looks.
But you got to get to the gist of what you're trying to say.
Barbara, what he's trying to say is no matter how he got there.
The beholder.
Okay, and the beholder is
can't sit here and
okay. Barbara, call out.
5 impassioned.
Hold on, Barbara, call out.
About who us
you was motherfucking 25. When you was 25 with motherfucking long hair, green eyes, and brown skin, and your motherfuckers beating your door down.
They still beating my door down.
Now they 85. They 80.
No more. Look at him. You ain't finna take away my sexuality.
Somebody said Carlos Miller.
You say
you gotta get young men knocking that door down.
Carlos Miller is fine.
These young men be cougar hunting.
Well, what about Rip Michaels?
Rip Michaels. He be wearing makeup.
Rip fluctuates. He go from big to small. He ain't got it.
He has some severe weight fluctuations. You right about that.
Yeah, he got to get in a lane so I can see.
Right. The last time I seen him though, he looked like he had makeup on.
He started, looking like Ja Rule.
Not Ja Rule.
Yeah, he did look like Ja Rule.
Oh Lord, I gotta go see him. Ja Rule makeup.
Everybody stop right here. Let's take a break. We come back, more show. I got my friends on here. We talking about who's attractive. You know,
no, y'all talking about who's attractive and everybody.
You shut your mouth, Trevor Carlisle.
Hey, it's Tony Woods. Tony Woods good looking.
SM Marketing Communications is not only a marketing communications company. They also provide web content management, social media marketing, video and audio production, advertising, not-for-profit marketing management, and community outreach and engagement. Want to learn more about SM Marketing Communications? Call area code 314-339-7662. That's 314-339-7662. That's SM Marketing Communications.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
We are back. My name is Rodney Perry. You tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. My co-hosts are incredible today. Barbara Carlisle, JP Justice, Candace LaToya, Constance Heffer. Let me look. What you doing? Is Barbara drinking soda?
No, I wanted to show y'all my skills. Watch how I deflate this bottle.
Okay, good. Suck it in.
No, y'all already hate.
Hey, you remember that comedian that used to end her show like that?
Who?
What's her name? She used to end her show by drinking a whole 40 ounce.
I was gonna say Little Kim. No.
I don't remember who that could have been.
What was her name? God dang.
I do vaguely remember.
What was her name? Barbara? No, her name wasn't Barbara.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
It's gonna come to me before the show is over. All right. We're gonna put the list. We're gonna put the list on Paul and look at some of the news for today. Drake is in the news. They say he's got a new boo. He was on a yacht with a new lady whispering in her ear. Is a happy Drake a good Drake? As I want to ask y'all.
I don't care.
God damn. Shoot the topic down. Shoot the topic down.
I don't care. No. That's fair. So we don't give a damn about Drake. Candy,
no, I don't.
You know what I mean?
Is it Cristello? Cristello?
Yeah.
Cristello Alonso?
Yeah, she's like a blogger or something.
Yeah.
And they say,
but you know, Drake is always in love, though. That's the thing about Drake. He's always in love.
No, he gets lost in love. He gets lost in love. Like when he falls in love like a little teenage little kid.
Yeah, that's that light skin energy.
Hey, wow, Jesus Christ.
She's right.
Why is it light skin? I know. Look at Kanye cried for Kardashian.
That's the first one.
Y'all have an excuse for his love, but you
no.
People just crying.
You didn't beg him about in my face like that. He feel aggressive when you put him up like that.
Kanye needs medication before you actually diagnose that correctly. Okay.
You guys have a reason.
I know the Kardashians do men like this all the time. This ain't nothing new.
But wait, you have a reason why this dark skinned guy, but this light skinned people just bug out. Listen to me. He falls in love like a little teenage boy. Whether light skin or dark skin, he falls in love like some old lost little teenage boy.
Like Kevin Campbell.
But he just happens to be high yellow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he just happens to fall that category.
Okay, I'm gonna start calling out dark skin traits.
Hold on. Barbara Carlisle. I think Drake is like Mary J. Blige. You like him better when he's happy than sad, or vice versa.
Ooh,
that's true.
I like that.
But I don't follow Drake's music like that, so I wouldn't. I couldn't comment.
I think you would like it, Barbara.
So
are you saying, Rodney, that he needs those stress and worries to write
inspiration? Yes.
There you go. Gotcha.
All right, moving on. Mike Tyson in the news that he was doing his podcast, The Hot Box, and he was talking about he feels like he's not going to be living much longer. You know, and it was kind of an interesting comment. He said, you know, he's lived all the life he's going to live. So my question for y'all is, like, how many more summers do you want?
I'm satisfied.
I want as many as I can get.
Hold on. Let's start with you, Barbara. We go around. Okay. How many summers?
I want as many as I can possibly get. I mean, I'll settle for 30. I'll be in my 90s by then. So if I can get 30 more, shoot, whatever God sees fit to give me, that's how many I want.
Anything more than 30 will be some bullshit though. Because if you get up in the 40 more summers, you're gonna be old. We gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone.
Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. I can look at your picture and say, "Poe Rodney." It was good. If I remember your name.
If I remember your name. How many more summers you want, bro?
Well, first off, Barbara about 4. She 4 overdue.
Wait a minute.
He's already on consignment.
Remember this.
He is already on consignment. So listen, no, honestly, man, at 65, 70, I'm ready to check out, bro. I don't want to go nothing.
Well, you ain't 15 years.
Guess what, bro? Like I said, I ain't hold my tongue. About 65, 70, I'm good to check out.
20 more summers for you.
I said 15, but you're going to give me 20, okay.
You got to at least get 20. You got kids.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm ready to listen. I don't want to be this dude.
You know what? So just tell your kids to smother you if you start doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you were that dude, you'd be like most of the people in your audience, shaking their head.
Oh, y'all roasting each other.
I love Barbara.
Candy,
This would
Candy, you young. Candy's young. Candy, how many more summers you want?
Candy's young.
I'm with Miss Barbara. I want all the summers. Like, even shaking my head, I still want to be here.
Yeah,
you just want to be a burden. Let me tell you something.
I want to be a burden. That's horrible.
I don't want to be no burden, man. You know what I'm saying? You get old, people have to take care, wipe your ass.
But that ain't on you. That's on your kids and your whoever.
I've had my ass wiped by an adult.
Fit for you to
it ain't
here,
fun.
whether you can't walk, whether you can't talk, whether you can't wipe yourself, then you consider yourself very blessed.
No, you're a burden. You ain't blessed.
You should go.
People wipe their ass going, I don't want to wipe this nasty motherfucker. I don't want to wipe this man's ass.
That's on them.
Hey, if we're gonna talk about ass wiping, we got to bring in my boy Ike Buzz. That's what he does for a living. So let's ask how he feels.
Well, Ike,
I don't know. I'm only joking. He wipes butts for a living, and he's tired.
Hey, I respect Ike. Anybody that take care of you when you cannot take care of yourself is an amazing human being.
Well, thank you.
And I ain't know that about Ike because you had me and Ike start off our relationship arguing.
No, you did that with the Kane and
I'm about to book Kane too. And I'm gonna book KRS-One, but I'm gonna pretend like I like him.
Rodney Perry is a shit starter.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gospel Heifers, how many more summers y'all want, respectively?
I gotta go with Barbara's answer because I do have a young man that I want to make sure is good. So as God blesses me, as many years as I can, that's what I'm good with. What about you, Heifer?
I gotta have 45 at least. And let me die in my sleep.
He put a custom order in how she wants.
Yeah, Lord, let me just croak in my sleep.
Yeah, just let me get the long one.
Whatever number y'all come up with, you got to divide it by 2.
Okay, whatever. I said 45. Nobody talk because you want to die young and early.
You want to get out of here when you start shaking. So I'm not listening to you right now, JT.
As soon as I do this right here, I'm out.
Come on now.
Look, check, please.
Don't do it.
But if you can still think and move, just because your head's shaking, you may be pleasant in bed.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. You might not even have any ailments like that.
What?
First of all, if you got 40 more summers and you still getting it right, bravo. Okay.
Hey, you know what she's doing? She's saying that at this state I can eat good yam.
Yeah. You just vibrating.
It's just natural. You ain't got to worry about.
You like a live bullet.
What?
You know what? Everybody stop. Everybody stop. This is a family show.
Yo, she said I am a live bullet. Hey, yo, what is wrong with
you? Everybody free. T.I. is calling for a boycott of the Sesame Place. Remember last week the little puppet stiff armed the black girls?
Can I tell you something? I thought it was wrong, but when you just look at the video and not know the content, it looked hilarious. It looked hilarious.
Nah, I didn't like what he did about that collar,
What
though.
are y'all talking about? What happened?
They had first of all, Bob Carlisle, back up.
Okay. I'm trying to hear. I got my phone turned up.
We need to get you some headphones because you cannot be doing this to motherfucker here.
I got a sexy ear. Look at my ear.
She got a sexy ear.
All right. So what happened, Barbara? I'm glad you asked. Last week, they got a Sesame Street theme park, and in the park they do a parade. And so the kids line the parade.
When the character didn't speak to the 2 little black girls.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So T.I. is calling for a boycott of that part. Up next, do you guys charge for meet and greets?
Hey, hold on. Can I share something with you?
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me show you.
Why don't you have it ready if you know you're going to do it?
Look. You see that? You see Chris Brown right there?
Yes.
You see that guy next to Chris Brown? His security? That's my brother.
That's your brother?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, keep that right there, JP.
Something important for you to show us your brother.
Yeah, girl, stop reading my mouth. We was talking about Sesame Street.
No, that's
I thought he dresses the character.
No, that's perfect, JP. I'm gonna tell you why.
I heard your topic.
Okay,
I heard your topic. My young ears heard your topic.
Yeah, I'm coming in. I was coming to that, JP. So Chris Brown, get this, Barbara. Chris Brown charged $1,000 for a meet and greet.
For a picture? No, it was for a picture at the meet and greet.
But he hugged, he hugged, hang out with him for a little while. But $1,000.
Yeah, he charges $1,000.
That's disrespectful to your fans. I'm sorry.
And your brother be right there looking like that.
Well, let me tell you this. I know a lot of comics that charge close to that, or if not more.
You don't. No, you don't. You don't know one comic that charges $1,000 for a meet and greet.
Michael Blackson charges
$1,000.
Probably close to that.
Maybe 100. Maybe 100, not 1,000.
I wish I would pay.
$100 is not gonna get Michael.
Now, hold on, Barbara. Call out. Did Michael Blackson get a new face?
No,
okay.
It got nothing to do with that. I bet you, promoters, club owners will pay some real money if it's somebody that's streaming.
Take it down, JP, because I need to see Barbara call out.
Sorry.
I'm telling you, promoters will pay celebrities to come, and they ain't paying no $100.
No.
If you're getting $100, that's because they feel that's what they can pay you. But people are asking for real money just to walk to the club, just to come sit in the club and just be famous.
No. I get that. Kind of money. No, I get that, Bob. I'm talking about a meet and greet. You did a show. After the show, people come to the show to take pictures.
Oh, no, after the show. If you already there, you shouldn't be charging nobody to do anything.
Thank you.
I know comics that charge to take pictures. I don't do that. But that's just me. I can't.
I don't charge for pictures either, but that's because I'm doing my t-shirts and shit.
So
yeah. But I know like Monique does pictures for $25 a piece, and she said, "Right, this shit like printing money, because there ain't no overhead. You don't have to buy nothing."
So what y'all think about this? On Friday or Saturday, I went to Nene Leakes' new lounge, the Lanithia here in Atlanta, and it was like 9 o'clock, like right at like 9 o'clock. It was barely anybody in there. We were really going to just check it out and eat, see how it is. They were charging $20 to just get in. And then of course you got to pay for your food and your drinks, but we were going to like eat. And there's a charge just to get in. They was
charging like a cover charge
yes.
just to get in.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is it a club?
I mean, maybe it turns into one, but people were in there like eating, and that's what we were kind of going like to just have a drink and have some appetizers or something like that.
Yeah, I would have left.
We didn't go in.
People pay for ambiance. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Nene Leakes.
That ain't ambiance. You paying for their rent.
I'm not saying I don't know what they're doing with their money.
Why open an establishment if you're gonna charge people for you're gonna charge people for everything? If I'm gonna come in there and buy food and drinks, I don't need to be charged at the door unless you got something fancy going on up in there.
That part.
If it's not a club, you shouldn't be giving no cover charge.
Exactly.
But
I'm not surprised. This is Nene.
No, it's not that. You're also not thinking about it's the people. You're charging it to the people, and
I need that spot. I need that spot because I'm about to bring in a legend. You hear me, Candy?
Yeah.
I need that spot. I'm about to bring in a legend, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Mr. Quack Quack.
The legend,
quack back.
The legendary Shuggy Duggy Quack Quack.
I'm trying to learn this. I'm trying to learn what Rodney taught me yesterday.
Hey, first of all, we trying to teach Barbara. Barbara's so close to the camera.
Didn't I tell you fools I can't hear y'all?
Barbara,
won't you get a real stream?
Barbara, looking at this
Why you can't go on nothing? Why can't you do Zoom where we can see everything?
No, you can open it up, Barbara. You can open your shit up bigger.
To be in, this is like being in one of them little video things you used to put up to your eye. That's what it feels like.
I'm gonna teach you, Barbara. Before it's all over, I'm gonna have you sitting back like shit.
He said this is like being in
I can't hear nothing you saying.
Hey, Barbara, get some headphones. Did you just say this is like being in the Viewmaster?
Yeah, the Viewmaster, not the Viewmaster, but the little thing that you used to look.
A kaleidoscope.
Hey, last piece of news. Solange, Beyonce's sister, is a granny now.
What?
Oh my God!
I'm already.
Her 17-year-old son, Daniel Jewels J. Smith Jr., just had a baby.
Wow.
Oh, wow, I didn't know she was old enough to have.
Oh, I thought you were going to say her daughter, but that son, you know.
Ducky, you mind turning your phone sideways so we get the whole picture in the screen?
Yeah. Like that?
Upside down. Let them stay upside down. Maybe they should have come.
Your screen is probably locked.
Breakaway
Don't worry about it. It's probably locked. Don't worry about it.
Ducky, where you get that breakaway robe?
Yeah, he got to put his rotation on.
I put my rotation on.
Hold on. What you say, Barbara?
He got that breakaway robe.
What's the breakaway robe, Barbara?
Well, he just snatched it open. You know when the people ring his doorbell.
All right, we coming to you on this. Top fine women in comedy, black comedy.
Top five, fine.
And if you don't say my name, you better go mute.
Well, I'm gonna go mute.
Y'all a mess.
Well, I'm gonna have to put in my generation, I had to put some more on the top.
Some more is on that list. I told them that.
Some more got to be on the top. Some more is on the top.
Okay.
Some more on top.
What about Angela Means?
I didn't know her that well. She was all right. She was just light skinned.
Everybody stop right there. Granny Wilder just come in and bought 99 cents on YouTube. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Granny Wilder.
Granny.
Wow, that's big. See, Bob Collins, I'm gonna tell you put their hard-home money on these shows.
Hey, Rodney, you need this sound effect. Hold on, this is what you need when they do stuff like that. Hold on.
Nice. All right.
I've been hearing that the whole while. I was going to ask you, are you getting monetized while you're doing this?
Yes and no. You know,
because I've heard that.
I've explained it to you off air.
And you might be getting money because I'm on. You know,
I
just want to know.
It might be true. I mean, I owe you something.
You got split it, yeah.
No, you don't owe me anything. You know, I do charity work.
You know what? You shut your mouth, Barbara Carlisle. So look. Shuggy Duggy was talking, guys. Shuggy Duggy. We got some more. Who else? You got two more for the list?
I got two more for the list. Let me see. Shoot.
Chocolate.
Did you say
chocolate? Chocolate.
Did you say Cheryl Underwood?
I said chocolate.
Okay.
You act like he didn't get nothing.
Correct.
I said some more chocolate. Shit.
Hey, shit.
Shit, I can't. You know, you talking about fine, cute. Which one you want? Oh, you got to define fine. Is it cute?
Yeah, we might
body wise.
We might need to look at that as men. What is fine? Oh, somebody said Sylvia Traymore Morrison.
Hey, what was the little lady who went out with Bruce?
I don't know. Who you talking
Small
about?
Fry.
Small Fry. She's Small Fire now. Small Fry.
I'll tell you back. Dale Givens was fine in the mud back in the.
Dale Givens was cold, right?
Dale Givens was fine back in the day, boy. I'm telling you, that was bad girl back in the day.
Yeah.
She's still fine.
Okay. Yeah, she's still fine. She's still fine, but I'm talking about, she fine.
Tina Graham.
What?
Yeah, Tina Graham was fine. Yeah. She didn't do comedy. She was in the comedy game, though.
Hershey is joined. Hershey said, "Hey y'all, Heifers, y'all right? Hershey trying to get on the list right now."
I told you, yes. I've been saying you Hershey. Yeah, Hershey. I've been saying you got to put Hershey and drama on that list.
Yeah, we already said Hershey need to be.
Now I don't know about the new one. They said Just Hilarious is fine.
She's on the list, right? Didn't you have her on the list, Rodney?
I think she's on there, but I don't like the way Shuggy looking when he said it.
Like what I'm looking.
I heard just like he got a picture of her right there in front of him though.
No, I met her. She's attractive.
She make you stutter like that?
Huh? She didn't make me stutter, man. I'm you can say some stuff to be controversial and go viral. When you be trying to tell the truth, you try to what the truth, or you want me to lie? I'm just gonna tell you what my feeling is.
No, she's a gorgeous girl. She's definitely a gorgeous girl.
Yeah,
she's on the list, and we gotta get a master list, and then whittle that down to the top 10 or 20. And
yeah, I gotta get a master list.
Try to keep Barbara Carlisle in the top 10.
Y'all lost me when y'all said I was an honorable mention, so I ain't even interested. Who even invited me to this bull crap?
Hold on, Barbara Carlisle. First of all, you're fucking gorgeous. You got green eyes, brown skin. You got braids.
Look at him. Don't try to pacify me now. You don't put me at the bottom of the list. Now you trying to give me some kind of that's why my ear is up there. I ain't hearing none of that mess you talking about.
You got it. Look at them baby hairs. Ooh, wee.
I can show you some baby hairs.
Hey. Whoa. Hold on. Dr. President, JP Justice. We got another $1.99 super sticker from Victor Marshall. Okay. Yo.
Rodney, are these people on the list? Let me show you. I've never heard of a couple of these. Jasmine Brown.
Well, let me see a whole face.
Hold on.
Hey, Granny bought another sticker for $2.99. I think they bidding. They bidding right now. That's
Lulu Gonzalez. That's Lulu Gonzalez. Jasmine is not a stand-up comedian though.
Okay. What about this girl? La Milan?
Hold on, let me see it.
Y'all just naming people nobody even knows.
Insecure.
I ain't heard of none of these people.
She is attractive.
These are seven black female comedians right now.
They use the word comedian pretty loosely. And so I'm talking about you cannot be on my list if you're not a stand-up comedian.
Oh, so this is out about the stand-up comedians?
Yes. That girl is on our list. That's Tyree.
Yeah.
You said that's the girl from what's the call show? But she is a stand-up comedian.
Mm-hmm. All right. And
well, my list is short.
And I ain't got like me. I ain't even mad with them when y'all talk them to men.
Because see, when we was on break, we was still, thinking about the men. So
all right.
They have Lonnie Love on there. Lonnie Love is beautiful.
Everybody freeze. We're gonna take a break. We come back. We're gonna look at the men. Top men, good looking male black comics. Nobody looks at us for our beauty. Let's celebrate our beauty. JP Justice, a young man, may be on the list. We're gonna take a break. We finish our break. We'll be right back.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
What do an aerospace engineer, cancer immunologist, and bat scientist all have in common? We all have cool jobs in STEM fields. Whether it's building robots or learning to code, girls everywhere are finding their passion for science, technology, engineering, and math through positive role models and mentors. So dare to dive in, get connected, and explore. You never know what your future may hold. Learn more about these and even more cool jobs at shecanstem.com.
All the way live. Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? We are back in full effect. An honor to have two of these people on today, man. They've been my friends many years, and I remember, I'm gonna take candy out of my mouth. I remember being a Rudy Poop and getting an opportunity to open for the great Shucky Ducky. I remember just wanting to be funny, and Barbara Carlisle stopping and talking to me. I like to bring them both on the screen, and let's just talk comedy for a second.
I'm disappearing. Oh, there I go.
There you go. Welcome back. Guys, I can't thank y'all enough. We had a great conversation yesterday, Barbara. Your show is incredible. First of all, we chopped it up yesterday. We talked about comedy, the state of comedy. Is comedy still funny? What's your take on it, Barbara? Is comedy still funny?
I think comedy is funny, but people have misconstrued what exactly comedy is. I mean, yeah, we have moved into a new concept of seeing the instantaneous videos and whatever. But when you talk about real comedy, real stand-up that comedy aficionados yearn for, comedy is getting to the point where the funniness is not there because people don't have an attention span. Everything is microwavable now. Comedians are still funny. Comedy is not funny.
Oh, wow. Shucky Ducky, man, we've been at this a long time, bro. Arguably, during your time, you were viral. you was a viral superstar, you know. So, and I've heard Cedric Entertainer even say something like that when he hit the game, people was looking at him like, what is this guy doing? And so, as you move into this next era, what do you think about social media? You plan to embrace it, or how you going to approach it?
Well, I'm planning to embrace it. I did a show not too long ago, and we didn't have very many people in the audience because radio is not working, television is not working as much, social media is working. So I went to a show where it was a social media comedian. I never heard of him before, but people was wall to wall, back to back. It was up in there. I said, okay, so I've got to embrace this social media platform. So I got to start working on all social medias and start working it. So that's the show that I was on, Barbara Carlisle's show. It was great information that you gave. And I said, I'm starting trying to implement a lot of that stuff into that. And for as comedy not being funny, comedy is funny, but a lot of times some as comedians has taken sometimes a wrong approach at it. The best comedy you can have is talking about yourself. That's the best comedy that you can have. But when you start talking about people in the audience and start really putting people down in the audience, then you've taken a attack mode, because when people come to a comedy show, they come to the comedy show to get away from their problems. They come to the comedy show to enjoy the comedy perspective on certain things. But when you make me a part of the show and putting me down in front of my woman, I come to express my woman, then somebody's going to get angry. Somebody's going to get mad. And this ain't just happened. This been going on. This ain't just happened because Will Smith hit Chris Rock. This has been going on. There's a lot of comedians who people wait for them at the end of the show and finna jump them. I don't know, one hit a comedian hit a guy upside the head with a ball in Atlanta, and he had to leave the country. You know, so this stuff, a lot of this stuff has been happening. It comes when we start talking about people in the audience, and sometimes you don't know when to let up. You know, only time we supposed to hit a person in the audience if they heckling us. If they heckling us, we hit them 1, we hit them 2, we hit them 3. And if they don't shut up, then you get security, tell them to take them out of there. Tell them to get them up out of there, and because everybody just want to enjoy the show. But if you spending most of your time talking about people in the audience, then you're going to have some hostile people that's going to come after you. Because everybody can't take a joke like that. We comedians supposed to be able to take it back and forth, but a lot of people in the audience, they paid their money to come see you. They came to get some of the stuff out their mind. They want to enjoy themselves, and they want to sometimes have fun with the ladies. But if you making me the butt of the jokes and making me the whole show, then you done took it too far.
Wow. I beg to differ.
Hold on, Miss Barbara. Because I know you will let a motherfucker have it. I know you will. So my question for you, Barbara, is this though: you have made a transition into the next millennium. I mean, you got the Tiffany Haddish show, you got the Tubi experience, you got a show on social media. You say you don't get this shit, but you are doing it.
Right.
I understand that I am doing it. What I'm saying is the fact that promoters are coming to you saying, I can't book you because your following is not up. That's not my job. My job is to show up and do the jokes. Your job as a promoter is to put me out there and get people in your shows. If I'm going to promote my show and come and bring the jokes, what I need you for?
Why do I need you?
Barbara,
short course.
But Bobby, remember when we was on B?
Wait a minute, Chucky Ducky.
Okay.
Before I forget it, because I got short-term memory loss from Desert Storm. What I want you to know is the reason that so much is going awry with the audience members and the comics is because a lot of comics don't know how to read an audience. You have to know who you can pick on, and who, a lot of people come to the shows to be picked on. You got to be able to peruse that whole audience and know. You can tell by body language. You can tell about how much they're into the show. And yes, you don't say any and everything. You hit them lightly. You make them a part of the show, whatever. Sometimes you can pick wrong, but you have to know how to apologize and say whatever so that they know it wasn't anything personal. A lot of comics getting up there now, they saw people like Bernie Mac do it. They saw D.L. Hughley do it. They think they can do the same thing. They don't have the charisma or the wherewithal to turn it around if things go south. So it has nothing to do with you going in the audience talking about somebody. It's how you do it and who you pick. Because if you really, really think about it and look at them and just bring that whole audience into the mix, everybody will know. I'm not doing this. I'm not making this, singling out this person and trying to embarrass them.
Hey, Hershey has a question. She says, but shouldn't we always promote ourselves too? What's your thoughts, Chucky?
Yeah, we always got to promote ourselves. I mean, and the reason why when we was doing BET and HBO, Def Jam, and all those, and Uptown Comedy Club, the reason why a person was booking you is because you had got popular off of those shows, and people was demanding for you, and they was demanding for you. We don't no longer have those shows anymore, and now people are watching. Television is not that relevant as much as a TikTok clip or a YouTube clip. That's it. Everybody's on the phone. You go into any building, just about seem like everybody's on their phones. You know, so therefore we got to embrace this new technology. We got to embrace this new way of doing things, and it's in our hands now. It's in our hands.
Embracing me is not the same as a promoter using me to say, if you ain't got 1,000 people on your page, I can't book you. But you know what I bring to the table.
No,
Barbara,
I think you're
money
right.
In your pocket.
I think you're right, but like I was doing, and I saw the beginning of this. I was working over there. Who's Got Jokes? Ralph Farquhar with the EP, and I said, Ralph, that person is not funnier than that person. And they would, if it came down to two people, equal comedians, they would take whoever had the largest social media following. And it was that simple. I
understand the concept, but I'm saying to you, promoters that we have worked with and helped build all our careers, are coming to us saying, I can't book you because you don't have enough followers. Where are your followers? Why they haven't built a following? So people say, oh, they do great shows. They always put on a good show. I'm gonna go. Why are you putting the pressure on the comedians or the performers?
Well, you know who changed that? You know who changed that?
They shouldn't do it. I'm saying to you, I shouldn't be pressured to have 1 million people following me in order to get booked when I've been in this business doing whatever. And yeah, there are new people coming into the game looking at comedy and whatever. Yeah, a lot of people don't know who Barbara Carlisle is. A lot of people don't know who Chucky Ducky is. But if you put us in that limelight without trying to put that pressure on us, and I'm not trying to say we're not going to build our name up or whatever, then we'll get the following. But if you're sitting there saying, well, I got to book this person because he got 1 million followers. I know 1 million followers that live in California ain't going to come see me in Georgia. So you can't use that as a stepping stone for me to be on your show. You need to get your ass out and get some followers and say, these are the kind of shows I put on. These are the kind of people I represent. If you show clips like everybody else does, you are showing people a video. People are coming to a show because of a 5-second video. So you can't show a 10-second or a minute clip of me and get that same kind of response. I can't fall for the okie doke. I don't care what everybody else say. I'm not falling for the okie doke.
Well, I got to say, I'm gonna say this right. I'm gonna say this. We got to follow Kevin Hart's blueprint. Kevin Hart changed the game. Kevin Hart changed the game, and we've got to follow his blueprint if we want to start making some money.
Blueprint. He's not a promoter.
But but he took control of his career in his own hands.
I understand that. And I agree with what Rodney says. I'm doing a snail's pace. It's on me to get me out there too. But I'm saying to you, I'm so enthralled and trying to elevate my comedy game. I ain't got time for the social media game. In my mind, the more I talk to my seasoned comics and I be around everybody else and I look at what's going on, I'm beginning to come around. But ain't nobody gonna force me to come around just because they want to book me. Because when you book me, then I don't want to hear, oh, I can't pay you that. When you paying these people all this money and they ain't even got a show.
Well, I tell you what I do. I get the club and I pay for the club and I promote my own self and I work with the dope.
You might as well do that. If a promoter's not doing it, if I got to bring the people and the jokes, I might as well do my own show. Take my own loss.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. I take my own loss.
How about this? Or don't take a loss. So, I mean, I get it, guys. I get it. But I think as the internet has come, the promoter has gone. You know, the promoter ain't what he was when we was coming up. Like, it was real promoters. Like, we had real promoters. You was throwing flyers out. They was hitting cars. Everything happens on the internet now, guys. You know, whether it's them hitting the Facebook, like, and then it's also always incumbent on us to be more famous. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I can go to my agent and go, it was 60% full. It'd be like, nigga, you need to be more famous. And I'm like, you know what? I do. You know, and all we can do is get hot and make them motherfuckers pay.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do this, Candy. Let's take a break. We come back, all the comments up on deck, and we're going to have some real conversation, man. I love this. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned into Rodney Perry Live.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
believe you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney. I'm joined by some of the best comics in the game, JP Justice, Barbara Carlisle, Shucky Ducky, Quack Quack.
Quack, quack, back.
My nigga. And the Gospel Heifers. Man, a great conversation. Barbara made some great points. Why am I promoting when you should be promoting? But the question came, are we still incumbent? Is it still incumbent on us to promote ourselves? I think yes, but not totally. And it's definitely a team effort. You know, if we all want to sell tickets, and you know, I think we all got the same dilemma. You know, but Barbara, Netflix special, Tubi, you got some pushback. If they talking about you ain't got enough followers, like, hey, motherfucker, I got a Netflix show. Whether you booked the last 6 months or don't, you got to respect me, right?
Mm-hmm. True, but you know the fact of the matter is, I was my own. I love the game more than I love the money, and to my detriment, I would go out and do shows for little or nothing. And they learn you. You teach people how to treat you. So now once I got those bigger, sitting by idly just doing shows, when I got Netflix and just recently did Tubi, when you say to them, no, I can't come out and perform for that, whatever it is you're offering, not only have I not been in the game 45 years, you're asking me to come out and get money that you're paying somebody that just started. And
when do you have, how about this, guys? When do you have the harsh reality that your price may need to come down?
Price may need to come down?
When you don't put no people, people in them seats?
I mean,
no,
we all been up against the wall.
It ain't a matter of putting people in the seats. It's a matter of how they promote it. They are the ones that's supposed to get our name out there. Yeah, you called me and asked me to send you a video. You called me and asked me to go on and say this, that, or the other. But I'm not going to sit around and think of ways to get people in your club or your place when my job is only to show up and do my. If you want me to do all the promotion and I come in and I'm tired because I'm running here, running there, doing this, doing that, I ain't got time to work on my art. I mean, I get up there and bomb, then it's all on me. Oh, well, you didn't bring your A game. No, I brought the people. I ain't have time to work on my A game.
Wow, JP, what's your thoughts, man? You one of the guys that got a unique perspective because you do both. You promote and you are a comedian.
I'm really leaning, and you should really record this, people. I'm really leaning on what Barbara's saying because Barbara's saying is true. And to me, Shucky Ducky, with all due respect, you're quintessential. The reason why veterans are so, and I hate the word bitter, but upset at today's industry, because the first thing you said that I totally didn't agree with is this new media of the internet. This joint been around for 20 years. Ask Shang when he was going around collecting emails. Ask all these guys when they were going around collecting it. The older comics shunned it so bad, but now they realize that it's a reality. It's a reality, and it's been a reality for over 10 years now, and now they're trying to catch up. So in their catch up, they sound so upset and like, now we got to catch up to this, and we got to catch up to that, and catch up to this. The game has changed, and if we don't allow the game to evolve, then we all will be standing up there not being able to look at white people in the face like old vaudeville. The game has to evolve. So these internet comics that y'all call, that I don't discredit, because wherever you learn how to be funny is how you learn to be funny. But can you show up when it's time to show up? When he said he went in there and he saw wall-to-wall people in there for internet comics, their palette was filled with what they saw their favorite internet comic did. I like what internet comics do when they put on a veteran or they put on a more skillful stand-up with their show, because it gives their show more oomph. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with that. And I agree with what Barbara said. Barbara said, you know, if I'm going to sit and promote this and blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that, then it should be my show. And then what you said, Rodney, coincides with what she said. Then we have to become more famous. Well, how do we become more famous? We become more famous by doing work, by putting ourselves out there. But then once again, it's not the TV, it's not the movies no more. It's the phones. So guess what? You got to do the things to get you in front of that phone to become more famous, so that this way, when he promotes you, you'll fill the seats and you don't have to do it, and you can study on your art and you can continue with your craft.
Well, let me stop you right there, because Ron, I'm not bitter about nothing.
Let me just say this.
I wasn't bitter about nothing, and I embrace the young people who do internet comedians. I don't try to shun them at all. I embrace the technology, and I know it's been around for a while. I understood all of that. And if you see one of my CDs, you'll say I was talking about it doing then. I didn't get on it back then because I had words doing some other different things. But I know that we have to take our career in our own hands and do like Country Wayne is doing like what Kevin Hart is doing. And that's what we're going to have to do now. Because
Go ahead, Shucky.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. So, JD, I mean, I applaud you. I'm not bitter about nobody being successful, and I know how to get popular. I know what it takes. I know I got to get out there and grind and do what I got to do, and I'm gonna go out there and do it too.
Okay, and I want to say this. Please hear me, because it always get. I never said bitter. I hate when they put bitter onto comics. I didn't say you were bitter. I said, I just think I would never call a comic bitter. And then you also said something that I don't agree with. You know, black comedy, urban comedy comes in a lot of different facets. And one of the facets is that people do come out to come see people get snapped on. I was there, Shucky Ducky, when you came to the Uptown Comedy Club and you snapped on everybody in the front row. And after every crack and snap, you said, Shucky Ducky, quack, quack. So you even did it. So don't, what we do as black comics and what we do in our urban comedy rooms is prideful. Don't let these other media streams and other forms of stand-up comedy tell you that what we do ain't beautiful. You know, when we was going around on the Def Comedy Jam, I wasn't on the tour, but I was doing dates with them. We was going around doing black comedy during the black comedy era and all that stuff. Them white mainstream rooms in middle America loved us because we did our black comedy. Don't shun.
Let me jump in, guys. Let me jump in, because I think we all agree. We have different facets of the same argument, right? And Heifers, I want y'all to come in, and I know y'all don't do stand up, but y'all consumers and y'all watching this stuff play out in front of you. Here goes. You will promote yourself, like it or not. You can get mad about it, or you can do it. So you just gonna do it. You're gonna have to. Now, if promoters not doing their job, don't nobody care, because you can't stay home forever. You're a comedian. You need to work for your own psyche. I don't know about y'all. What I found out during the pandemic is I need comedy. If I don't go up, somebody gonna get killed over here. Right? So knowing that, how do you fucking do it? It takes a little time, not a long time, 2 years tops, banging at it, and then you can write your own ticket with the promoters. Whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, find your way, and you can be all right. Barbara, call out, motherfuckers would shoot themselves in the head to get your career. Chucky Ducky, motherfuckers would shoot themselves in the head to get your career. I know it. I seen it. And so when you already funny, it ain't hard to be funny in that space. And so what I'm saying to my peers, to my fellow comedians, is don't shun it totally. Give it a chance. Our promoters getting over, yes. but they're not about to stop getting over to the climate change. Like it's like when the bottom fell out of the housing market. People didn't stop buying houses. They still bought houses, but they had to wait. It took 10 years for that shit to rectify itself. And so comedy is the same way. And so, like, even what we said about the internet comedians, nigga, the internet comedians done got funny. Country Wayne ain't just selling stories on the internet. He do that to make money. So as we continue to build, man, I'm building. I hope y'all build anything I can do to help anybody. Please say the word. Because
the word.
We gotta help each other. Let me tell you something, Barbara. All the young dudes I mentored, I start calling them niggas. Hey, explain to me this. And sometimes you don't even know what to ask for. You don't know what you need. You know, so I was just like, just talk to me for 30 minutes, dog. Give me 30 minutes of your ear, and you help me kind of find my way. Because I ain't no dummy, but I don't know the right questions to ask. Right? And so I told him, I said, hold on, JP, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to Gospel and Hefferton, I'm coming to JP. I told my young homies, I was like, look, remember when your ass was trying to find your way around Hollywood? Who was giving you rides? I said, I need that now. I need you to ride and talk to me about the game. Talk to me about it. And so now I can really put the picture together. Gospel Heavens, what's your thoughts, sis?
Let me tell you something. As an independent operation, you got to do both. Number one, when we started, we still don't have anybody promoting us but us and anybody who likes what we do. So social media, that was the way we viewed it. This is our way of getting the word out about our content, our show. At the same time, if we get to a point where we are on stage, and we have been on stage before hosting on comedy events, but it's a big deal for the club, whoever the club owner is who does their marketing, they need to be in sync with what you're doing as well. So today is kind of both parties have to play to get paid. That's just the reality of it. If you have a club or a virtual event, you need to do the reach out to your already established audience as we do the same with our established audience and combine forces. That's the only way it works in my mind as far as getting marketing, getting more traction on your brand and content.
These are facts. Because there's only so much you can do. A lot of your followers may not be in the state that you're going to.
Right.
And we recently saw that happen where if the guy that we wasn't following, half of the people wouldn't have been there. Because the club did nothing.
No promotions. And if it wasn't for his efforts, we would have never known he was in town.
No.
Wow. Yeah, I deal with that too. JP, go ahead, buddy.
First thing I want to say is that gossiping heifer with the red fingernail polish, girl. Let me tell you something. I need your hand scratching across my chest. Look at the put that red fingernail polish up there when you was talking.
That's a big chest. You need a whole bottle.
Yeah.
12 bottles of polish.
Like I was like this. I was going, okay, fantasy is on. Sorry, put her on the top 10 list too. Now the fingernails.
Y'all idiot.
Make your point, Justice.
I'm sorry. I'm a Scorpio. So a lot. Yeah. Okay. It's hard to. First off, I help young comics all the time. You know me. And I help not just young comics. I talk to the veteran comics. But the pushback with veteran comics, with there are no more gatekeepers. The gatekeepers is your persistence. What is it that you want to do? Where is it that you want to go? And I understand that our older comedians don't really understand. They can't navigate through this. So you got to find this. When I talk to older comics, I like to find out where their strong points are. I like to introduce them to just vlogging. Yo, get on your phone and just for 2 minutes a day, just say something, because that's the cheat code. That's the cheat code to popularity. It allows you to talk to the people directly, and those that follow you will follow you. Now, once you get this following up, now you've changed the whole marketing game for yourself. You do have weight to stand on when you go to these promoters. Well, you want me to promote? I remember Kevin Hart charged somebody,
Sony,
some millions of dollars for 4 tweets I said, "Oh my God!" At that point, you know what I'm saying. So I would love to sit down with more veterans and not the first thing I do with veteran comics is, come on, man, don't talk to me about what the industry isn't. I've heard enough of that. Let's talk about where can we put you? Where do you fit in this spectrum of things that's going on? Some comics are storytellers. Some comics are great hosts. Like I just finished talking with a comic this weekend who holds a lot of history to comedy. I said, bro, you need to have a podcast. You need to be able to talk, and people love to come around you. You need to have that, that you have to have a podcast. It's and Rodney, me and you talk. It's very small money to start your broadcast system in your home or in your hand. And this
right,
is
but hear me out, guys. And we got to also have strength in numbers. Like Barbara, your numbers not just your numbers. Your numbers are my numbers too. So I think the way to crush all of this shit is for us to start create a co-op of social media. This is what I did last weekend, right? I'm at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone. Shouts out to Virginia Beach, incredible club. So I got a phone. I got a new phone. Say, hell, text this number. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all watching the show right now. The number is 770. What is it? What's the fucking number? Let me right here.
While you look at that, I want to say this. Freeze Love says it's not about the competition, it's about the collabo.
Freeze Love on the line?
No, I'm just saying that's what he says. That's what he tells me all the time when he calls me. Yo, JP, is not about the competition, it's about the collaboration.
I'm a huge fan of that guy, man. Okay, RP.
770.
770-776-9989. I get that number out on the stage and I tell them to text me. If you had a good time tonight, text me. I got over 4 shows. I got almost 200 text messages. So what did we do last night when I got home? I got my daughter to text everybody. Text them. Tell them I said thank you. I typed out a message. I thank you. I told them about this show, and they came in. And they'll probably come in tomorrow. So that's like, yes, it's the Atlanta number. So that's a way for us to kind of, like you say, Barbara, I ain't promoting, I'm building, I know they at. I think the Heifers made a great point. We national comedians. So it's hard to focus on any one city. But if you get there, you got to aggregate the content while you're there. You got to pull them in. And so if one of y'all go to Virginia Beach, hey, Rod, I'm going to Virginia, man. I need your list. Done. You feel me?
Yes.
And I think that's if we start doing that collectively, then we can all make some moves on these numbers, man.
I want to give. I don't mean to interrupt anybody, but I want to give kudos to JP Justice because I have been following him for a minute, and I marvel at all the stuff that he can do. And I keep telling myself I got to get in touch with JP. I got to tell him to put me on some of his shows. I got to do this and I got to do that. But I get so caught up in just everyday life and being Uber because my family don't think my name is Barbara. They think it's Uber. And I just get stuck in so many things. But JP, I just want to give you your props, man. I think you do a lot.
And Barbara, I love
so many different things. And Rodney, I gave you your flowers last night, and every time I see you, when I have something, you got to be on there because you do drop the knowledge. Gossiping Heifers. I've never heard of you, but I am glad I ran across y'all, and y'all have to come on my. I have 2 Zoomcasts. Mass, which I do on Sundays, which Making All Souls Kindred Spirits, and Cougar Chronicles. And y'all look like cougars, so y'all can come on Friday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Chuck Ducky, I love you, man. I try to get you on everything I try to do. I'm mad because y'all got your little veteran thing coming on, but y'all ain't got no females on there. And I don't mean me, any female. I mean, y'all don't want to put me on because you know it'll be the Barbara Carlisle show. But anyway, I just wanted to say all that.
All right, guys. Before we go today, I went and looked up a top 10 black comics all time. Let's look at it. I pulled 15 because I didn't want to diss some of these great comics, man. At number 15, and we'll listen to the whole list and then we can debate it afterwards. At number 15, Robin Harris. Number 14, Mike Epps. Number 13, Jamie Foxx. Number 12, Ed the Entertainer. And number 11, Eddie Griffin. Moving into the top 10. At number 10, Red Fox. At number 9, Chris Tucker. At number 8, Kevin Hart. At number 7, Martin Lawrence. At number 6, Cat Williams. At number 5, Chris Rock. At number 4, Bernie Mac. At number 3, Eddie Murphy. At number 2,
Dave Chappelle.
Richard Pryor. At number 1, they have Dave Chappelle.
Who was number 2?
Richard Pryor.
They got Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is my number 1 on all my lists. But on this particular list, what's your thoughts? Who was out of place?
Definitely Richard Pryor. He should have been number 1.
He should have been number 1.
Why do people put Richard Pryor as number 1? Like, let me just say this. I don't think Richard Pryor, like, don't get it twisted. I understand what he did for the game. I understand.
Don't make no caveat. Why not number 1? Go.
Because I Bill Cosby. Where's he at on this list?
Bill Cosby is not on the list.
Bill Cosby didn't influence us like Richard Pryor influenced the hood. It was Richard Pryor who influenced the hood. That because see before Richard Pryor, black guys didn't want to be no comedians. They want to be singers. But when Pryor came up on the scene, everybody in the hood wanted to be that nigga's crazy.
He could have been the first Def Comedy Jam.
But you also know Richard Pryor did start off like Bill Cosby.
Yeah, we know that. We know Bill Cosby talked more about the middle class and the upper class.
Yeah.
Well, Richard Pryor talked about the hood, where we are mostly from the hood, and so therefore the stuff was more relatable and more we could relate to it more. So, and that's the reason why we wanted to be those comedians.
I get, I totally understand that because of the impact that Def Jam had on society. So I get that.
Jerry the Great says Cedric the Entertainer should definitely be in the top 10. Take Chris Tucker out for Cedric the Entertainer. Anybody agree?
I agree.
I do.
I agree.
I don't know if he should be in the top 10. He's funny, but he ain't.
Is him and Chris Tucker a easy swap though?
I think so. What has Chris Tucker done in decades?
He had a special album. It's spaced out. And it's been a minute since his last, was it HBO or Netflix, one of the two. But
it was something.
When a comic doesn't do stand up with consistency, sometimes, whether it be on stage or on TV, that will damper your spot on the list. Because
hold on. Eddie Murphy got 2 specials, and he stay on the list.
That's true, but
that's because Eddie Murphy put the sex appeal in comedy. He put that sex appeal in comedy. When comics used to come on, they looked all bombed out or some sort. Most of them had ties back in the old days. But when Eddie Murphy put on that leather pants and instead of being funny, that's the sex appeal. He became a rock star with that comedy.
I would have put D.L. Hughley on this list.
Yeah.
Eddie Griffin is very funny, but I guess I just didn't see enough of Eddie. I didn't see enough of Sid.
I don't understand Eddie's impact to the game. Like what did Eddie do that
you don't understand?
What
Eddie Griffin is
what did
very
he do
prolific.
to put him on the list?
Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Griffin.
Oh, Eddie Griffin. Oh, Eddie Griffin is a prolific. He's the type of comedian that can talk about anything and make it funny.
He was a rock star too.
Yes, he can. I mean, I'm telling you, somebody else who's prolific. Charlie Murphy was prolific. He could talk about anything. His delivery wasn't as strong, but he was good at his material.
Yeah.
Somebody say Steve Harvey. Jerry says Steve Harvey should be on the list. Anybody agree?
Yeah. No, not really. Yeah. I mean, I love Kevin Hart, but I mean, I think Kevin Hart is on top of it because how he promotes himself and he works. I like his movies more than his stand-up.
Does Steve Harvey allow opportunity? Because that would be the only thing that I would lean on, because his stand-up is okay.
Subjective.
His stand-up is okay, but I think what he did in the game, and if he's allowed opportunities for others, then I would put him up in that list.
Like, and Paul Mooney should be on this list somewhere.
Paul Mooney should definitely be on this list.
Paul Mooney contributed a lot.
Yes, I love Paul Mooney.
Richard Pryor wouldn't be as
now you know what I put Steve Harvey number one at his riff. Like, Steve Harvey will riff up on a 40-minute riff that he can't follow or nobody else can.
That's few and far between.
Yeah, thank you. I was about to say Monteria Ivy did the same thing, but he ain't on the list.
Right. But he ain't no Steve Harvey.
And I think that Red Fox should be further up the list.
Red Fox at number 10? Wait, what would you put him?
Oh, he's number 10 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I was writing it down,
somebody says Patrice O'Neal.
Would you put Patrice O'Neal? Would you put Patrice O'Neal?
A lot of people didn't know Patrice though, like that.
Can I give y'all my little?
He was in the mainstream rooms, and a lot of people that were going to the clubs weren't going to the mainstream rooms to see Patrice. We only knew of Patrice when he came
the top of the. How about this, guys? The top of the food chain is all mainstream. The top of the food chain in comedy is all mainstream right now. Because like us black comics are nowhere in this top scene. Well, maybe who's black?
Patrice O'Neal was our spook that sat beside the door.
Cat Williams is the black comic. Martin Lawrence, I give him, he's a black comic. Chris Tucker was a black comic. Bernie Mac.
Mm-hmm. Bernie Mac, yeah.
About 50-50 in the top 10.
And I'm not a huge Martin Lawrence. I like his shows, but I'm not a big fan of him on the stage.
Really? At his heyday, Martin Lawrence was not to be fucked with.
Hey, listen, I prefer his stand-up than his shows and his movies. In his movies, he act too
Martin?
Like in his shows, he act too but his stand-up.
Martin was very good until
Martin Lawrence had that kind of TV show though.
Hollywoodized. I don't know what
and
Hollywood does to comics, but sometimes it ain't a pretty thing. But
what happened?
Definitely.
What'd you say? Barbara? I'm sorry,
had on here. Now, if Robin Harris had survived, he would have been untouchable.
Oh, he would change. Robin Harris would change the landscape of comedy because Robin would have hosted Def Jam.
Yeah.
So that would have made Shucky Ducky generation rise even higher.
Yeah. But I still say that Bernie Mac is, I think, one of the most underestimated comedians. And I mean, regardless from the start,
one of my boys from Chicago say he think Bernie might have killed Robin.
Let me tell you something. Bernie Mac, just in general conversation, was funny. You know what I mean? And he wasn't trying to be funny. Facts. The way he spoke, you could relate to. And it was a natural flow. And you could also easily relate to him because you know somebody that got a Bernie Mac type of persona.
But then you got to think about what the genius, because he saw someone bomb right before he went on. Right. So he had to change up his whole routine last minute.
I was there that night.
See?
I was in
there.
So,
I love me some Bernie Mac.
Yeah, came out with attitude. Like, you know,
I say Damon Wayans is one of the funniest comics.
Damon Wayans surprised me. I saw him in live at the Comedy House. I was blown away because I was like, "Oh my God, I did not know he had this kind of
Damon Wayans is a funny ass dude.
Damon Wayans is hilarious.
Is, I mean,
you know he's a Virgo too.
Oh Lord! Don't tell her shit that, please.
Y'all can stop right there. As long as you're a Virgo and you funny, can't nobody touch you. Nobody. Tell them, Rodney.
I personally think Virgos are the number one astrological sign in comedy.
Yeah, in entertainment, period. Entertainment,
A
period.
lot of
Jackson,
Cancers,
Beyonce, Barbara Carlisle.
Ain't nobody after you.
Quite. Virgo, as long as you're a Virgo, you gonna make it.
Shout out to Lavelle Crawford.
So they're gonna pay you in Virgo money instead of dollar signs, huh?
Yeah, they should pay me in
The
Virgo.
Virgos are known to be hustlers, so you know y'all Virgos are gonna put in their work.
Shouts out to my man. He came on today, Chucky Ducky, man, dude. I thank you for being an icon. I thank you for always. This is what I thank you for, Chucky Ducky.
Don't thank him for that role.
No, not that. I thank Chucky Ducky for standing up to all the little Chucky Ducky remarks and dealing with that shit with class and style, bro. Cause you a star and you always act like one. I love that.
He maintained his composure throughout.
Well, the thing is, you know, people gonna say something about you, whether it's good or bad. It's still publicity. As long as they get the name right, you cool. Whether it's good or bad, but you have to take lemons and make lemonade out of it, and everything's about marketing.
Suck on them. I like to suck on lemons on them. Oh.
And so I put. What'd you say?
Don't listen. No. Go ahead, Chuck.
I didn't hear what you said.
I don't see
anything.
I said I like to suck on lemons.
You like to suck on. She always talk about sucking on something. Look, Chucky Ducky, how do we find you, man? What's your social?
Oh, you can catch me on the Real Chucky Ducky on my Instagram, and I'm on Chucky Ducky on Facebook. And there's a whole bunch of Chucky Duckies out there. I ain't know so many people want to be a Chucky Ducky. I got so many grandchildren. It's pitiful.
And that's another thing. It's amazing how people can steal your identity. Just all they got to do is just get your picture and put your name by it, and people are going to those pages thinking it's you.
Yeah,
I tell them
I've been trying to get verified, certified for the longest. I mean, I just don't understand the whole process. You know, I have changed my name so many times.
Don't change your name.
No, I'm saying, I mean, you go on Instagram, it's at least 20 or 30 Barbara Carlisles.
You know what I say to that?
People are going on there thinking they're really talking to me because my
Barbara Carlisle.
Yes.
What can we find you today?
Well, I'm Barbara Eyes, EYEZ Funny on Instagram. I'm Barbara Carlisle on Facebook, and I'm the real Barbara Carlisle on TikTok.
And there goes there goes one of the problems. I tell all the comics all the time, it's about branding. Even if you got to find something similar, even if you got to find a different name and make all of them the same. The only way you can find me on any social media platform is under JP Justice Laughs. Anything. So if you got to find, you see how you put Rodney Perry Live? So everybody knows no matter where you go, look up Rodney Perry Live. But when you have this under this name and that under that name and that under that name, you're confused.
I was Barbara Carlisle under everything. And then people started getting my picture and putting Barbara Carlisle.
You got to report them motherfuckers, Barbara. Report them immediately.
Exactly.
Hey, Rodney, let me get some of them Skittles, bro.
You know what?
JP, I'm praying for you, bro.
Hey, JP, how do we stay in touch, bro?
Call my mama crib, right? And tell her, no.
You ain't got that house phone.
I still got a house phone. I still got a house phone.
I do.
Yeah, government ain't gonna fool me by taking the power out the satellite and we can't contact one another. Hell no.
Yeah.
JP Justice Laughs, people. Find me at JP Justice Laughs. Big shout outs to Chocolate Sundays, man. I've never had a video hit these numbers, but the numbers are great over there on Chocolate Sundays, and I've acquired like 600 plus new followers on Instagram. I'm now over the 5,000 mark, and I'm trying to get to 10,000. So follow me.
Rodney and JT, before we go or anytime in the future, can y'all please get somebody to tell us how to get certified or verified or whatever, get that blue mark so people know?
I'm gonna hook you with somebody. I'm gonna reach out to somebody today and see if she can do it.
I know somebody else that works for IG too. That's on that I follow on IG.
Yeah, I need.
You got somebody.
Now I have people that will come on and say, "Hey, I can get you certified," and I don't trust it because I'm, they might ask me for personal information, and I'm thinking they really meaning good.
You right? Don't trust it.
Got no money.
If you don't know them personally, don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
They can take over your page and you have to sell your way to get back into it.
Yeah, I know.
Gospel Heifers, how do we stay in touch?
You can follow the Gospel Heifers on all social media platforms. As Gospel Heifers, 2 Heifers on Twitter. You can catch us live every Wednesday night on YouTube, where we have our commentary along with special guests every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Perfect. When is your show, Barbara?
My shows are on Friday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Cougar Chronicles. That's Eastern Time. And on Sundays from 7 to 9 p.m. Mass, Making All Souls Kindred Spirits.
I love it. Hey,
that's
my name
on
is Rodney.
Zoom. That's a Zoom cast.
Yeah. My name is Rodney Perry. You tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We do this show every day. We cannot do it without you. And thank you to all the people that came through and watched and listened today. It's been a great show. Till tomorrow. We out.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.